cliche question. Why did you people sign you? Preeti, let's start with you. What was the reason? Was it the cast? Was it the director, script? What was the reason?
I actually didn't know Kamal Ji at all when I actually met him, but I read the script and I really liked the way the whole script was written, and I liked his conviction in the story and his passion for the script and for the subject, and I just liked the whole team of people that were there, and I knew that I hoped that it would be a good film. That's why I
Serious
signed it.
actor like him there in the movie. That made you.
I'm not that serious.
Sorry, you said?
I mean, he being there in the cast, was that one of the reasons?
No, I didn't know Pravin or Nakul at all.
What about you?
Well, I had met Kamal Ji before that on another script, which I wasn't able to do for some reason. But I liked Kamal Ji and his sense of cinema and the way he wanted to portray a subject. And when he narrated this script to me, I really liked it because it had a touch of something we've lost nowadays, you know, a certain purity of telling a story. So that's what I really liked, and the characters and everything. I liked, of course, my character. Of course, it was very well defined, and there was a touch of the tragic about him. There was a lot of things which I liked when put together.
Has it shaped up the way you expected?
Most definitely. I think it's shaped up better than I thought it would shape up. The whole film has a very fresh feel. I think it's really shot very well, and the locations look beautiful, and the characters have shaped up so well. And I like the way that Kamal Ji has taken performances from us. The whole look of the film is not very filmy and not the regular kind of acting that we do. It's more subtle and more natural and more real. So yeah, it's turned out better than I thought it would.
But when you hear the basic premise of the movie, it reminds you of Pearl Harbor 1, somewhere, Sangam 2, Tum Ben 3.
No.
What's the difference with this one? What's so...
See, I would say the tone of the movie is somewhat of the era of the movies, not Pearl Harbor, but the other movies, Hindi movies you've spoken of. It is of that, the tone of the movie, the genre is of that era, but keeping in mind today's audience. So that's what I was saying. That's what I really liked actually, is this very relationship based film. It was very emotion and very relationship based, set in this small town, small Indian town with these values, and that's what really attracted me to it.
Which genre you...
The basic tone of the film is very different. It is more mainstream in that way, without being like Preeti said, gimmicky in any way. It's still just trying to tell us a story, and every story is different from another film, and it requires its own way of storytelling. And I personally don't believe in calling a film commercial or any other way, because as we see, a lot of so-called commercial films might not do well, and a lot of so-called smaller films, as we've seen in the recent past, do really well. So what is commercial and what's not? A small film doing well, it becomes a commercial film afterwards for the media and for everybody else. It wasn't before. So the same thing here. I don't think you can call it anything. It's a really good film. It's a really beautiful story which you are trying to tell, and that's it.
You were not at all aware about his work, this kind of work which he's done before you met him on the show?
Of course, I knew who Pravin was. I'd seen his earlier films. I've seen Monsoon Wedding. I've loved it like everybody else. So yeah, I knew who he was, and I knew who Nakul was as well. I've seen his films as well.
First thing, where you first, actually you first time saw Pravin, maybe real life or movie, what was that?
I don't remember. I think we met over when we had a script reading for the film. That's
That
the
was
first
the
time we
first
met. Yeah.
And what were you Pravin?
Had I seen Preeti's work?
Before, or where you remember that was the first time you saw Preeti?
Well, there's no one moment where I was like, oh, I've seen Preeti now. I know you'd love to have a bite like that, but unfortunately there is none. But, of course I had seen her ads I had seen her very first music video, and I really liked that a lot. And I saw her Mohabbatein. I saw. So I knew she was a really good actress and a very good-looking girl. And the minute Kamal Ji said that these are the couple of people we're trying to get Preeti. So I did say that's great, because I think she'll fit the character.
I was actually
perfectly.
the last person to come on board.
Yeah.
The very last, I think, just a few
I
days
think I was
before we started shooting.
I was the first, then Nakul came on, and then Preeti.
Okay, just you said I would love to have that kind of vibe. Let's get into that kind of thing. So many things you keep on hearing. Let's give you a chance to clear it up. People keep on linking. They see you in party. They say, "Oh, something happening." I mean, is it because of the movie, or they're just coming up with these kind of rumors?
Well, you'll have to ask them, I guess, since you're talking about them.
But still, it does affect your personal equation also sometimes, does it?
And nothing affects me, because I don't talk about personal life. I'm here to talk about a film, and I stick to that. I talk about my films. Anything else, I prefer not to talk about. And whatever, if anybody sees me somewhere, this and that, whatever they have to say, that's fine. That's the media's doing their job, and I'm just getting along with my life.
I think I've been here too long to let it worry me, and I've seen too many newspaper articles and film articles and magazine gossips and things like that. So it really doesn't affect you. It's a part and parcel of the industry and the place we're in, and I think the benefits outweigh the bad points.
Okay, it just happened. I mean, 2 days back I was reading paper. One more, up with Abhishek and Aishwarya also this is happening. Some news has come out, and people say it happens because of the about to release movie, which is they're coming together. That's why these kind of gossips or rumors are spread by the production people or the movie people. Do you think it's true?
I have no idea. I can't talk about anybody else, especially, and I have nothing to say about that, because who can say? I guess you can only take it on a case-to-case.
See, there are a lot of
basis.
tricks that are used, and there's a lot of media publicity, and there's a lot of gimmicks that people do use to publicize their films, but that's to each his own.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't know about it because we haven't done it.
No, but then they make sometimes they also make actor and actress part of it, because you want to face us, and then we want to ask you this question, and then you have to reply in a very diplomatic way.
No, if you're talking about this particular instance, no, we were not told about any such gimmick going to be done for the film.
All I can say is I've never myself given any false news about myself. Never. I've never, and that's not who I am at all. I've never myself initiated or given any false news or story about myself.
So yeah, after this movie, how much you know Pravin? I mean, he has his other hobbies also. He's into
Oh, yeah.
photography, so many things. He's a multifaceted guy. So how much you know about him now?
I know Pravin very well now. It's
I think you know more about me than she does.
Yeah, it's great. He is very multi-talented, and he does a lot of photography as well as being a very good actor.
How about you? How much you know about him?
Well, she's a very good actress, and she's done a good job in this film. Period.
Good enough. So, any plans to work in coming movies? Any movies more offered to you together? Or?
Well, if I was a producer, then I could answer that question. I'm not. I don't know if we'll be offered movies together or not. If I am offered a movie with her, I will definitely take it up, because she's a very good actress and she's a beautiful looking girl. So why wouldn't I want to do a film with her?
Well, as of now, we've not been offered anything together, but our film is not released yet. And if there's a good project together, we will definitely do it.
Okay, some general questions. Pravin, you were into this young actors brigade. Who, according to you, is this next superstar? Or there is something called superstar existing now? And with, I think, Shah Rukh or Amir or whatever, it is ended. Now no more superstar. Is it true?
I wouldn't say that's ended yet, but personally, I really don't know, because I don't really follow who's the today's superstar, tomorrow's. I do know, I do watch movies for people's performances, And I think we're really lucky that we live in a time where there's so many talented actors in Indian cinema right now and still coming up. So I think this is a time when Indian cinema is opening up to good performers, and that to leading performers, not just who are good looking or who can hype themselves up, but actually people who can really perform well in leading roles and people from non-film backgrounds. So I think it's great that such films are being made and are opening up the vistas for such people to come to the foreground and be known as stars also in their own right.
Preeti, Dilip Kumar, then Rajesh Khanna, then Amitabh Bachchan, then Shah Rukh. Now you can see who you think, or will the era of Shah Rukh Khan end in coming time?
Like you said, you feel that the era of the superstars is over. I feel that the era of that one particular actor doing 100 other films is over, definitely, because there are so many other people, so many talented people, and it's not today a star that works. I really feel that today it's a story that works.
Yeah.
And people have become the audience has become so much more so much more intelligent, that they're not going to see a film just for a particular star. They'll see the film only if they find that the promos show that there's something interesting in the film. So I think that's great. And I think it's great that we're becoming totally different from what we used to be. Yesterday, somebody would just go and see a film only because there was Dilip Kumar in it or a Shah Rukh Khan in it. But today, they'll go and see the film only if they feel that the film is interesting. And we've seen so many films with totally new actors and new stars becoming running for so long.
The script is king. That makes us the queens. The director, of course, is the general. And the producer can be whatever he wants to be as long as he keeps bringing money in.